Most people think they're just getting older, but what if those nagging aches and brain fog aren't signs of age, but signals that your body is literally struggling to manage cellular waste? There's a famous saying by Dr. Dennis Burkitt: if you spend all your time mopping up the floor while the tap is still running, you'll never actually clean the room. In the West, we are masters of mopping the floor. We take a pill for a headache, drink a double espresso for fatigue, and use antacids for bloating. But the tap, the internal breakdown of your biology, is still running full blast. Today, we're going to stop mopping and fix the tap. We're diving into the 5 red alert signals your body is sending you right now, the Nobel Prize-winning science of how to reverse them, and the exact protocol to reset your system. 1. Toxic morning fatigue, the mitochondrial collapse. If you wake up feeling like you've just been in a boxing match despite sleeping 8 hours, you aren't just not a morning person. This is mitochondrial dysfunction. The evidence. Researchers at Harvard Medical School have identified that chronic fatigue isn't about lack of sleep. It's about the power plants in your cells, the mitochondria, failing to produce ATP. The mechanism. Think of your mitochondria as tiny engines. In a healthy body, they burn fuel cleanly. But when your system is backed up with processed sugars and environmental toxins, these engines start misfiring. This creates oxidative stress, essentially rusting your cells from the inside out. The consequence: when your mitochondria fail, your body enters a state of toxic fatigue. This is why caffeine doesn't work for you anymore. You're borrowing energy from tomorrow to pay for today, leading straight to adrenal fatigue. If you need a stimulant just to feel normal, your cellular engines are stalling. 2. Brain fog, the leaky connection. Do you walk into a room and forget why you're there, or read the same paragraph 3 times? Most people call this a senior moment. Science calls it low-grade neuroinflammation. The evidence. Recent studies published in Nature have confirmed the existence of the gut-brain axis. What happens in your colon dictates the clarity of your thoughts. The mechanism. When you consume high-fructose corn syrup or hidden inflammatory seed oils, it creates intestinal permeability, leaky gut. Toxins that should stay in your gut leak into your bloodstream and cross the blood-brain barrier. This triggers the microglia, your brain's immune cells, to go into attack mode. The consequence: instead of protecting you, these cells create a cloud of inflammation that slows down neural firing. This isn't just forgetfulness. It's the biological precursor to cognitive decline. If your gut is on fire, your brain is in the smoke. 3. The sugar paradox. Starving amidst plenty. Here's what most people don't realize. If you find yourself craving sweets 30 minutes after a full meal, you aren't lacking willpower. You're experiencing insulin resistance. The evidence. Data from the Stanford University School of Medicine shows that over 70% of adults in the West have some level of metabolic dysfunction. The mechanism. Imagine insulin as a key that opens your cell doors to let energy in. If you've spent years eating refined carbs, your cells have essentially changed the locks. They stop responding to the key. The consequence: your blood sugar is sky high, which damages your arteries, but your cells are literally starving because they can't get the energy inside. This is the paradox. You're gaining weight, yet your body is screaming for food because it's starving at a cellular level. 4. The coated tongue, a mirror of your microbiome. Go to a mirror and stick out your tongue. If you see a thick white or yellowish film, it doesn't matter how much you brush your teeth. You're looking at an internal imbalance of candida and anaerobic bacteria. The evidence. Clinical nutritionists often use the tongue as a diagnostic tool for dysbiosis, an imbalance in the gut microbiome. The mechanism. When your digestive enzymes are depleted and your internal pH is too acidic, Undigested food begins to ferment or rot in your large intestine. This creates toxic gases that rise up through the esophagus. The consequence: a coated tongue is the final exit point for internal waste. If your tongue looks like that, your liver and kidneys are likely overwhelmed, trying to filter out the fermentation byproducts of your own gut. 5. Hard belly fat. The cortisol shield. If you're exercising and eating less, but that spare tire around your waist won't budge, and it feels firm or hard to the touch, that isn't just fat. It's visceral defense. The evidence. A massive study from the Yale Stress Center found a direct correlation between high cortisol levels and abdominal fat distribution, even in otherwise slender people. The mechanism. When you are chronically stressed, your adrenal glands pump out cortisol. Your brain perceives this stress as a survival threat, like a famine or a predator. In response, it moves fat stores to your midsection to protect your vital organs. The consequence: this hard fat is biologically active. It's not just sitting there, it's an endocrine organ that pumps out inflammatory cytokines. A hard belly is a physiological confession that your nervous system hasn't felt safe in years. The protocol: how to reset your biology. Knowing the signs is half the battle. Here is the Daily Health Secrets 5-step protocol to reverse the damage. Step 1. Activate autophagy, self-cleaning. In 2016, Yoshinori Osumi won the Nobel Prize for discovering autophagy. This is your body's trash disposal system. The action: practice 16 to 8 intermittent fasting. Eat within an 8-hour window, for example, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The science: after 12 to 14 hours of fasting, your body runs out of glycogen and begins eating its own damaged proteins and broken mitochondria to create new energy. It's free cellular rejuvenation. Step 2. Fix the insulin lock. To stop the sugar cravings and burn the belly fat, you must restore insulin sensitivity. The action: follow the sequence rule. Always eat fiber greens first, then protein and fats. Eat your carbohydrates last. The science: fiber creates a mesh in your small intestine that slows glucose absorption, preventing the massive insulin spikes that lead to fat storage. Step 3. The 10-minute metabolic hack. The action: take a 10-minute brisk walk immediately after your largest meal. The science: research shows that light muscle contraction after eating allows your muscles to sponge up blood sugar without requiring extra insulin. Step 4. Box breathing for cortisol control. You cannot heal a body that is in fight or flight mode. The action: use the 4-4-4-4 box breathing technique. Inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. The science: this stimulates the vagus nerve, the brake pedal of your nervous system, manually switching you from stress to recovery. Step 5. The 3-2-1 sleep rule. Your brain only cleans itself via the glymphatic system during deep sleep. The action: 3 hours before bed, no food. 2 hours before bed, no work. 1 hour before bed, no blue light screens. The bottom line: your body is the most sophisticated machine in the universe, but it doesn't come with an owner's manual. These 5 signs: fatigue, fog, cravings, a coated tongue, and belly fat are not normal. They are your body's way of asking for a change. You are the gardener of your own biology. If you ignore the weeds, they will take over. But if you provide the right environment, your body has an incredible built-in ability to heal itself. Which of these 5 signs are you noticing the most lately? Let me know in the comments below. I read as many as I can to help guide future videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to join our community here at Daily Health Secrets. Your health is your greatest wealth. Let's protect it. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.